Okay. Hey everyone. She's still getting ready, but we'll be here pretty soon. I need to mute that tab. Need an echo. So yeah, tonight, don't actually know what we have planned. You're not Alba? No, I'm not. Hey, Brother Wolf. Yeah, I don't actually know what we have planned tonight. I know I'm gonna play some Unravel, because it's, I'm tired. Had a long day at work, did not sleep for long enough last night, but in general, doing okay. It should be about the right pace to keep me going through the stream, and it will make me think just enough. It won't make me more tired. I don't think. And the music's nice, so I'm gonna be doing that. I'll probably get some supper ready for us at some point. It may be more butter chicken on baked potato like it was last night. It may be some sort of, we have these breaded, like frozen breaded chicken patties. That may oversized chicken nugget is what it is. May make some chicken sandwiches or something with those in the air fryer. Don't know yet, but we'll do something. Also, I've opened it because I split it, but I have not tried it yet. We'll try it together, I guess. So Liquid Death has tea now, and so got Rest in Peach, iced tea, agave, and vitamins. I guess it's peach tea. So we're gonna try that. Mint tea last night, just completely forgot. Got it on Saturday, I guess. Yeah, Saturdays when we went to the store. Also tried a strawberry monster that I guess is a new flavor on Sunday, and it was pretty good. We split it. Peach is my favorite flavor tea, so I think I like that. Yeah, I haven't had. They have this, and they just have like regular sweet tea. And so I opted for the peach just to see. Out of the different ones that I've had of like pre-made iced peach tea, I really like Gold Leaf, but it's kind of sometimes hard to find for some reason. Like they don't stock as much of it as just the regular, and every once in a while get some of that. They have it at Walmart, but honestly, I haven't even had Liquid Death since they started having carbonated water. I've only ever had just the plain water, and it was good. I mean, water, can instead of a bottle, which does for that. It's, I guess it's good. It doesn't taste like plasticky how some bottled water tastes. It's good. I don't know that I pay the extra for like a lot of it. But it's not bad. But I'm definitely curious to see how this will be. The agave sweetener is like, that's an interesting choice, and I'm curious to see if it pays off. Bell Peak and Arizona both make good ones. One of the convenience stores chains has a good one also around East Coast. Yeah, Arizona's pretty decent for, I mean, how can you go wrong with a can like this size or bigger for like $1? It's really hard to beat Arizona's price point.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. I'll switch it over.
What is this? Oh.
The tea.
Oh.
I was just talking about it. It's like I haven't tried it yet, but I did split it, so.
Yeah, you can switch it. Sorry, I didn't mean to take so long.
Oh, right. I didn't turn that on. Meant to do that. There we go.
Hi. Hi, Brother Wolf. Who all is here? Give me my mouse back.
It's actually only
Hey,
just
Dan.
barely sweet, and the peach very much tastes like an actual peach.
You're
It's
not
not artificial
wrong.
peach. Or it doesn't taste like artificial peach, I should say. It tastes like actual
You're making the octo. I saw
peach.
Arizona peach and raspberry. I love raspberry flavor, but I found that I do like peach flavoring.
Peach tends to not taste nearly as artificial to me. It's like I don't mind artificial raspberry, but sometimes it can be a little, depending on what it is, it can be a little cloying.
Good.
And peach isn't as often. This is really good, actually.
I haven't tasted it yet.
It's not
Hi, Christina.
very sweet.
Okay. Do we have music
That's
playing
not
and
a bad
everything?
thing. Yeah, there's
All right.
music.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take so long to get ready. It's fine.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we were talking, and then it's like, oh,
We were
it's time to
talking about
start,
a lot
and
of
we're not
things.
ready.
I'm not wearing multiple sets of stripes here. These are not vertical at all. You just think they are. I'm wearing vertically striped pants and then horizontally striped
Chris T.S.
shirt, and then
Yeah.
my brain is diagonally striped. I don't know. Yeah, so Squalls, was it Squalls? Yeah, we don't have an arc emote. We can't do the whole family.
Mm-mm,
You're
not
dressed
yet.
to a T. Yeah, no, don't T-pose.
Yeah, high fructose corn syrup. Arizona tea is very sweet, but I
That's a word
primarily
I don't come across
drink
very
Dr.
often.
Pepper, so it doesn't really bother me too much. It's not a health drink to me. It's like, I know it's bad.
Okay, so this was the Liquid Death peach drink.
Oh,
Well,
there'll be jelly soon. Pops is making homemade raspberry shakes when I leave tomorrow.
Oh, I
That
do
sounds
be jelly.
good. I'm a dad and make jokes.
Oh, that's kind of weird, huh? Hang on. What?
You just sniff. Have you tasted it yet?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're just like sniffing.
No. Where's the
sugar
can?
cubes.
Can I see the can?
Yeah. Got it.
Oh, is this your half?
Yeah.
Rest in peach.
Tea and like agave nectar for sweetener.
Mm-hmm. It's still I can taste the tea. Oh, it has caffeine in it. Oh, nice. Okay.
A little bit, not much.
I have my V8 thing.
V8 energy.
Thank you for the bits, Shan.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
He gave us penance bits for bad humor. This psychotic can of iced tea will use agave and B vitamins to savagely murder your thirst and turn its insides into balloon animals to book gigs at children's birthday parties. What?
That's how all their branding is. It's
Yeah.
like that ridiculous.
Black tea, okay. It has like this, a little bit of tang to it.
It's probably the agave nectar, yeah.
Okay. You've paid for punnins. Brother Wolf,
Oh my
right
gosh.
back. Wow.
Uh,
Your punishment is over for now.
Your turn. No, yeah, this is... Whatever peach flavoring they use is really good because it tastes like the flesh of a peach instead of like peach candy, like the gummy rings. It tastes
Yeah.
more like an actual peach than candy.
No, I don't hate it. It's fine.
No,
It's just
I like
interesting. It has
I've
a
not
little
had one like this
something
before.
that but yeah, this is a new tank top, by the way. It's actually really cozy. I just haven't worn it on stream yet.
Yeah,
It
it's
got up
it
to
last
what,
week.
like 89 degrees today?
It did. When I was on my way home, that's what the dashboard said. I was like, well, maybe it's just because it's been sitting in the sun, but like halfway home, it still said 89, so.
Yeah.
It's
So-
accurate.
I don't know what all happened while I was busy doing my eyeliner. I was doing more than that, but you know. Oh yeah, I finished up my cross stitch. I'll show y'all because that's what I said I would do.
Nothing. Yeah, it literally.
Just
I left it on for like 10 minutes, and then I was like, I'll just start.
I heard you talking, and I was like, how dare? No, it was fine. No, you're fine.
Yeah.
I finished it. It's off center, but I'm not gonna fix it. It's fine. Got all the words in my head, but I tried saying them, and they were just Alt plus F4. Yeah. Yeah, no, we were talking about some stuff.
Oh, that was in reference to, I
Other
think we
things.
started talking to Ben about wanting more help with mutual chores, but then I couldn't have a conversation because I couldn't verbalize.
Oh. There was an attempt. Good enough list approved. There we go.
A good
Yeah,
bit of
it's
the time,
like
if it's actually something important,
the margin
we end up
between
talking it
like
out over
here
text.
and here, like,
because
you
it's
know.
easier.
It's not 100% centered, but I'm like, you know what? I'm giving myself time to grow and space to grow, and it's off center. I do be off center.
It's like,
But-
yeah, it's like, it can
It's
be
fine.
not
So.
off center, and it's fine.
Trimmed the fabric down and then smushed it underneath, and the cardboard back like keeps it safe. So there we go. But I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The blue hoop actually is like, why don't people do that sort of thing more? It's like,
So
they really don't.
I
But
saw somebody take embroidery threads and like
wrap it.
in threads,
That's cool too.
but that would have taken me too long.
Yeah, no, the stain looks good. It's like,
And so I just painted it anyway. I debated between green or blue, and I was like, well, the lettering is the dark blue,
Mm-hmm.
so I can do dark blue for the hoop.
Can always stick it on a wood disc centered if you like later. Yeah, you can always adjust it, but it just doesn't need it now.
You take it. It's not glued in. I can just take it right back out and iron it and put it back again. But
Unscrew the hoop a bit. And
so I got this when I moved to Texas in 2020, and then I didn't start it until the first day. I think it was the first day we moved in here. I did anyway.
Mhm.
And then I haven't had a chance to really fully finish it. I know one of my colors is nearly out, but it's fine. No one will notice, right? How far have you gotten on the stitch count of the dragon piece? Enough for the challenge that they were going for. They said 1,500 stitches in the month of April, and I've gotten 1,567 plus. I think that's what I counted last.
Mhm.
So yes, I finished the challenge. I had enough time last week to just go at it. I was working on it during our D&D session on a Sunday afternoon, and then before you know it, I was done. I had some big chunks of just single colors, so I was able to do those pretty quick. And it turned out pretty well. I purposely sort of rushed it so that I could just have it done and move on to the next thing.
Mhm.
But it was nice to get quite a bit of it. I think I'm almost halfway through page 10 of that pattern page. So, yeah, here's this. I would say this is, it's kind of 3/4.
You're like a third of the way through the whole thing.
This?
Yeah.
I have like less than a third left. I'm mostly
No,
done.
the dragon cross stitch.
Oh, yeah, something like that. If I'm page 10 out of 32, I know I'm at least a quarter. There we go. Well,
8 pages is quarter. Yeah.
there we go. Yeah, so this is kind of what it's supposed to be. It was like $25, I think. It took like a month to get there. But I started it, and then, you know, things got busy with wedding prep and stuff like that, and before you knew it, just didn't have a chance to finish it. Do you want to show off the owl?
Yeah, I can.
So his
Okay.
mom used to draw animals before her hands got too shaky to do that. and she gifted us one of her drawings of an owl. Because I was telling her, 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I was like, oh yeah, we'll decorate part of the apartment with forest stuff and part of it with nautical stuff. And so she's like, oh, forest. Well, I mean, y'all could have this if you wanted. And gave us one of her drawings. So we haven't put it in a frame. We have a mat for it, right?
Yeah, it has a mat, just no frame.
We might get a different mat, but that's not bad for starters.
Yeah.
But we will give it some TLC and put it all up in a frame all nice. And we'll hang this paint by number and the owl together where the violins used to be. Because they now live here. But we've been living here for 2 years. It's high time to get this stuff up.
Yeah.
He's looking. Yeah, it was really sweet of her to give that to us.
It's from 1989. She actually got a good bit better than this to the point of
89?
photorealism, but
I like that though.
this is just what she still had, sort of, that fit the theme. She liked doing birds of prey the most, so.
Oh, we don't have any owls?
Or birds in general, really.
Well, I mean, there's a whole albatross thing, but we prefer whales.
Yeah. You sort of picked that because it also kind of looks like whale-ish.
I didn't realize that until earlier today.
Yeah, it literally looks like a whale, like the outline.
I did not realize that until earlier today. On my own. I was just like, wait a minute.
That's part of it, yeah.
That was subtle. That
was the first thing I noticed. I didn't notice that it was a bird until a good bit later. After I'd seen it a couple of times in 2017.
Sorry. Oh yeah, our blinds are still open. I didn't eat any dinner. I had part of a salad, but it's fine. I'll get some. No, I didn't have it later lunch. I actually ate at a decent time. Merlin, are you trying to remove? How do we unsticker a pickup truck? Uh-oh. Are you wanting to keep the stickers?
No.
Leaving job, the guy who's replacing me needs to learn all the shit that I do. My company has a deal with Dodge to get new pickups for our deliveries. They drive them for about 40k miles, and the company sells them to people. Before they do that, the giant vinyl logos and stuff have to be taken off, and I was the guy that coordinated with the detailer to get the appointments to get the old trucks de-stickered. Huh. I don't know.
I think, for wraps and that sort of thing, they, have some sort of
I don't think
steam.
It's a wrap, because, the giant fire department logos on the fire truck, how do you get
magnets.
those off? No, they're not.
There were some of them that you said were magnets.
No. These are giant vinyl stickers that are stuck on there.
That's a wrap is just a sticker that's fitted to it's a vinyl sticker.
Yeah, but he's not talking about wraps. He's talking about just giant vinyl stickers, right? Oh.
That's what a wrap is.
Well, a wrap goes over the whole vehicle, doesn't it?
It's stickers that are form-fitted to, wrap around each piece to where you can't tell that it's a sticker, but it's still a sticker. It's a big vinyl sticker.
I don't know about car things.
But
you're moving vinyl logos. Wasn't sure what kind of stickers you meant. Yeah, sent pics to bench. Okay.
But yeah,
Kurt complimented you.
Oh, thank you.
That's just a compliment in faith because we know the audio was not good.
Yeah.
You have to come visit.
They're doing their best, sweaty.
I need a better microphone for that thing.
The mics are okay, it's just not mixed properly.
These little mushroom boys are so cute.
I understand why it's.
Do you want to pull up Discord and go through plunder sharing and what's on your binge? Let's do some of that.
Today.
We'll do Unravel, but what else did you fix Tobacco Barrel?
I did.
Okay.
Recording Goblin.
Recording Goblin was in here and he said something about cigars. And I was like, we have a place. And then realized that some of
It's like fenced.
the rules on the Tobacco Barrel channel were wrong.
Such that like no one could see it.
Like but known as food. That looks so yummy.
Okay. Nice. He got the drawers done on the back. Nice.
It looks good.
It does,
I was
yeah.
skeptical.
Yeah, no,
I
it looks
had
good.
my skepticals on. My skepticals.
I can't even like bend my wrists enough to do that.
Sorry.
Hardly.
Kurt said something funny.
Let's see. But yeah, that'll work pretty well. It's just like, hope you never need your back seats again, but he probably won't.
No, well, I didn't know he mentioned it, but I didn't know it at first
You
that
take
he's
it back
getting
now.
a raise once he completes this. Because he
Yeah.
literally is like an on-the-job type of
Mobile
car.
contractor.
Yeah.
Like, he can actually
It's really
do
good.
everything if he has all of his stuff with him. It looks really good, yeah. Goodies and mushrooms. Ice bag. It's a very Mabel dice bag.
Oh, yeah.
With a star on it. This is what it reminds me of.
I don't have my tan. I'm very pale. But y'all will see me develop, the opposite raccoon eyes soon. Get
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
They did put some chairs out there. I can go sit out there and read my Wings of Fire book. I probably should.
Just get in the sun a bit, you know.
Stare down the maintenance people and be like, chop chop, let's go.
Yeah.
I want to swim. Yes.
Steven Universe. Okay, yeah, I see.
There,
It looks like
yeah,
his
I knew
t-shirt.
it was something, and I couldn't. We haven't watched any Steven Universe stuff.
Mhm. So yeah, there's this Tobacco Barrel channel. Like if you smoke things,
Absolutely
Can put it
wrecked
here.
energy-wise. Tomorrow I'm doing 7 to 3 p.m. 8 hours for my shift, and I think it's going to kill me. I don't think it will. I think you're tough. You can do it.
you'll do what you need to.
You can do it.
You'll be fine.
Leia did message me today, and she said today went a little bit better. She did take some breaks to compensate
Oh, good.
for not having
That's
her
good.
meds. So that's good. Brother Wolf. Poof,
Oh,
it's
nice.
magic. We also don't know who paid for the magical removals.
Ooh, that reminds me, I'm only about 1
The
week away
elves
from
come
being
in the
able to
middle of
start
the
reading.
night, like the little leprechauns. They come and take the stickers off. It's like the what is it? The elves and the shoemaker.
Yeah. I do think they have some sort of like steam line type thing that like isn't just like water steam, it's like chemical steam that loosens the adhesive, and that's how they can get those off. It's never like as if there never was a sticker, but you can get it off and it not leave a residue that way that bad.
Did the little recaps help you today? I was gonna say, I told Ark, I appreciated those. I thought it was cute. I liked it.
Yeah, just very broad strokes. Here's what's going on.
It's like Twitch be twitching as usual. Everybody's doing their thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't. It's not necessary to keep me updated, but I'm not trying to be dramatic. I finished up the cross stitch thing. What else did I do? Markers. I actually read a couple more chapters of the book, and then I don't know. The day was weird.
Well, says that reminds me, I'm only about 1 week away from being able to start reading those. My library got them in. I'm in second in line to get them.
Nice. That's awesome. We went to the bookstore on Saturday. We went to the bookstore. We keep checking. Couldn't find the fourth one again because that's the one I've been missing. And then we kept an eye out at a few other places we went. We checked the library. They didn't have them. On and on. We finally went to. Would you stop rubbing in tacos? Stop. I don't have any.
Hey, Kurt.
He says you take compliments like I do.
I mean, I would
He's a
hope
little
I'm a
bit
little
better.
more gracious, but
It's like, thank you. I try so hard. No, Squalls,
But
you
only
were not
slightly.
helping. You were not helping. No. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, so we went to Barnes & Noble at the mall. We popped in there to look for a different book, and I turned around and I saw all the Wings of Fire books, like, right there. So I did get the fourth one. Brand new, but that's okay. It was the same cost brand new there as it was as what the third one was at the bookstore over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, new. They're the same everywhere, pretty much, because they're manufacturer.
Here, you're gonna have to copy and paste that link somewhere where you can access it without doing that every time. You don't listen. You don't have to spend money on us.
This is something we were talking about earlier. Was I need to find some other, because I can make basic ground beef taco meat.
Yeah, there's no tacos in your list. Should we add tacos?
But like, I need to get some good recipes and learn how to make some other kinds of taco meats that are like, what you get at a restaurant.
There's no tacos in our list.
There's Taco Bell. Unless it's.
Yeah, but...
Are they closed or something? Because it will take it out of the list if it's like, now I need to click that link and see. Should find a local place that can send tacos. Yeah, that would be a good idea. Yeah, there's Taco Bell on the list.
Yeah, well, Taco Bell isn't like...
They're not like tacos.
Tacos. You should find a local place that can send tacos to you both. Add it to the list. Yeah, we need to pick something. He threw that together
very fast. Like,
what?
I did that in like.
Somebody was joking, but I forget who. It was pointing out. Somebody was joking about it, and so he threw added that together. I need to look through it and kind of add some because I haven't added any. You just put some stuff on there. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Ow, my hip. Treat stream is stupid. Why is it stupid? So, the weird thing, it doesn't expect people to stream together. Mm-hmm. So you can only have like one meal.
You can only go back up to you can only go up to a certain dollar amount, but they include the delivery and the tip and stuff that they automatically roll into the cost in with that limit.
Tacos and burritos are back on the food list. Huh? Hey, Sus.
And doesn't have DoorDash. Yes, it's limited to Grubhub, which
Shanigans is live.
Hey, Asus.
He says in his notification, the first cut is the deepest. Let's try not to yeet. I guess he's breaking in his CNC?
Yeah, I saw he said last night it's done. He's got it fully assembled.
That's really exciting.
So that's awesome.
It's always nerve-wracking to spend money like that, but,
Don't have Grubhub. Well, I know why. I was about to say it's weird that y'all don't, given, I sort of generally know where you are.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. We have, all of those services because this is a college town. That's why they're here.
Oh, yeah.
They probably, because even, in my hometown, which is a smaller college town, they don't have, any of them. But this is, a big university is here, so...
What shall we do? I was kind of, I don't know, I did some big areas and then, let me pull y'all down here. I don't know. I haven't done this in a while. I know at least one of my colors is pretty dry, almost unrescuable. I'm not sure. How do you rescue, plasticky paint? It's not acrylic.
It's not acrylic?
It's not acrylic. It's like a plastic latex type paint.
That's weird.
Yeah, acrylic chips off.
Right, it dries out when it dries out.
Yeah, but you can see, you can bend this. If this was acrylic, it would crack.
Yeah.
So this is a latex paint, and I don't know how to rescue the dry one. And then of course none of I don't remember what website I got this from anyway.
And population's 13K and you're 260. Yeah, but you're adjacent to a bigger city. Where Lubbock is bigger than it seems like. It has a very small town feel just because there's not a ton of stuff to do here.
Gosh. Ellen in here with more stuff. It was so funny today. My boss was like, where do all the trucks go? Proceed to explain where all the trucks go for what. And then I asked, what else do you need help with? And he's like, nope, all coal and shit. What?
It's I'll just be like, I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah.
My paycheck My future paycheck is giving me amnesia.
That is so petty, but...
Here's Joanne's is like 30 miles away. Yeah.
Is it 30 miles in 30 minutes?
Yeah, how are your mile to
What are your miles? Because back in Alabama, our nearest Joanne's was 45 minutes away. But I don't remember how many miles. Where was Hoover compared to where I lived? I don't know. Was it even in Hoover? Yes, I think so. Yeah, we didn't have craft stores close by.
It's weird because there's so much stuff strung out all along that highway, like where y'all were nearby, south of Birmingham and all. Like, there's stuff everywhere, but none of it's like, it's all like, it's stretched, but it's not. It's not very dense, but there are like, it's all kind of solid city-ish.
Well, again, you have the hills and the trees and stuff.
The things built around the landscape instead of just like crammed together. Depends on traffic. Yeah, here pretty much. If you're just driving on the highway.
I got these little squeezy bottles for something. I'm actually going to use one of them right now.
Oh, nice.
For something else.
Well, so one sales guy goes, "Can you fix this?" And then one sales.
Why is this door open? Oh, you
fix this problem, or is that too much? I'm like, please, this is easy, but I can't fix it because the computer has to cycle for 24 hours before you can fix it, and I won't be here tomorrow. I was like 60 miles away, about 2 hours. So is that because windy roads or because traffic's bad? I guess is it not like a major highway or? I'm asking because this is 60 miles away from my hometown, but it's just like 45 minutes of driving to get here from my hometown.
I'm gonna put some water in.
Both. Okay, yeah. The thing with driving here, it's like it's so flat that the roads are just built where it makes sense for the roads to be the shortest like distance. There's no working around geographical features or anything because there are none. And so it's like
here?
Yeah, so like
it's very boring here.
You hit the highway, you do not have to hit your brakes ever, basically, unless there's people being dumb and not going the speed limit in both lanes.
They're the topography.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Tell my bus trip I want to know what the DM thought I did here, because when it comes to this stuff, trucks maintenance, no one else knows but me.
I know.
It's like, well,
you're more valuable, and now that you're leaving, they're realizing, and they don't care enough to keep you properly. And you should go.
Yeah.
Don't cave. Don't stay.
It could be a 45-minute drive without traffic, but you can't count on it to be. Yeah, we go back to like over to Alabama or the few times that I've been in Georgia, and it's like, man, it's weird driving here. Like curves in the road, what? Like traffic, what? Lubbock has like a really, really boring street layout, but it is like great because you can get anywhere in like 10-15 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I got a bunch of colors. Let's turn them all upside down.
But yeah, I was pulling up Grubhub so I can just look and see what there is here. Taco wise, I mean.
Tacos.
Abuelos, that's good. It's expensive though. I don't know what this is. Velvet taco for like fusion tacos that aren't like real tacos.
Yeah, we were talking about like lime chicken tacos. Oh no, this is very dry. It could just be this one, but I'm afraid it's more than just this one.
Tacos.
I'm afraid I am in trouble. Yeah, this is not savable.
Yeah, may not be doing that tonight. We have to get paint.
I'm sad because I don't know. May have an email buried somewhere. Tell me. Oh, no.
That one wasn't off. Was it off of Amazon or was it?
This was off
site?
a different website and it took like a month to get to me.
Oh. That actually is probably a good thing because, I mean, like, if it's a particular company, they probably can send you more paint. We'll have to pay for it, but that's okay.
Or I could just start a new one over. It would be better. I've learned some since. Okay, that's number 17 is. Number 5? There's a big number 5 right there.
He's an old general manager who was a jerk. I called because he works for a customer we have, and I flubbed saying our company first. Like, whoa, gotta work on that there, bud. And I straight up said, nope, my last day is Thursday. Nice. And it's like, that's fine. It's like, I looked up what did you look up, Squalls?
It's 10. Ooh, 10 is still wet.
That's weird how like different ones dry at different rates when they're in the same conditions.
I closed all of them as hard as I could.
He asked me why I left, and I said I'd never be given a full-time spot, and they restructured my job away from me. Like sad and upset at the same time. It's like, ooh, do you really have to even ask? Like,
yeah,
that's part of the problem. It's like you're not aware that your workers are not happy. Like, of course, I'm freaking leaving. Like
number 10. Where's? Ooh, this is not having a good time. If autistic people have a hard time verbalizing their thoughts and feelings, what? You worried you have autism too? Don't be worried.
Yeah, I mean it is a thing, but it's okay.
I do not have this problem at all. Stop. I don't. I never do that.
Oh my god.
What? I don't know why
so
he's laughing.
Facetious.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I do. Well, I mean, it is a spectrum. You can have different symptoms and not other ones, and like you never know. Like,
well,
I think there are a lot more people that deal with some of those things than ever actually know.
Oh yeah,
for sure. You know.
Oh, there's a 10, and there's a giant piece of fuzz in my brush. This is not going to be very organized. Don't laugh. It's not fair. Stop.
I'm laughing about something else now.
Just look at the tacos.
I am. That's exactly what I was going to do. Fuzzies. Fuzzies taco. That was actually why I was laughing. It's like there's a piece of fuzz in my brush. It's like, ooh, Fuzzies tacos.
Fuzzy tacos.
All these elaborate thoughts and words, and I gotta say them, and then it's gone. Yeah. It could also just be sort of a generalized anxiety thing as well. That is just like
you have pretty.
That's how mine is. Like that's what I deal with. Is just I really hate stepping on toes, and so I struggle to voice things that I'm not sure if people will not like or not. And
Brother Wolf
went
quiet because he was actually busy. Posted in Discord a video 9 minutes on how to restore your mostly dried out paint. Okay.
Oh,
well,
nice.
That would be good.
That might help. If they're
like,
not too dry.
If all else fails, maybe I could get some greens.
It's like mix some.
Kind of like get some other colors.
Yeah. I wasn't feeling anxious about the conversation. I just couldn't get the words out. I don't know. It's really weird. Yeah.
Oh no, I struggle to verbalize.
I panic if I get put in a no-win situation with like a conversation, and So I just try to avoid them entirely, and that sometimes is not good because some things are just gonna be that way no matter what. So
I'll watch
I'm
that
trying to be
later.
better.
Looks like you can reconstitute in small parts as you need to use it, or do it all at once in that container. Okay. Yeah, I'll watch that video.
It's worth a
Probably
try.
tomorrow morning, or even this tonight. You know, once we climb in bed,
Yeah,
I'll watch
see
it.
if it will work.
Cause like this is still a little bit wet enough. I can use it, so not all is lost completely.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of like separate out the dry ones and use up the ones that are still functioning. And we'll go from there, I guess. I expected as much, though. It's been a while. Thank you for finding that video.
Yeah, that might actually help. Like, if it works, like that will save us a lot of trouble of trying to match or find the company and order more and all of that.
It doesn't hurt to know that kind of stuff a little bit anyway.
Yeah.
These light colors need multiple coats because the letters or the numbers of the thing shine through. Well, they don't shine through. You can see them, and it bothers me. You have to do multiple coats so that it's consistent.
Nice. Yeah.
Number 10.
On top of that, I was going to look at my appointment to talk about being on the spectrum and like exploring that. Well, it's something to, next time you're able to.
It's okay. There's
Definitely
no
like
rush.
mention. It's like these are some things that I've noticed.
Yeah.
And they may have some things that will help break through that are like exercise things to. Yep. Or at least, give you some validations like, yeah, I mean, this is a thing,
Hopefully.
we both do that, but for different reasons. Like, for you, it is like an autism thing, like freeze up, like if you're not able to communicate what.
Well, yeah, and then I have the whole nonverbal thing that just switches on
strikes
at random.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, okay, there.
And then you
goes
want
that.
to turn it off, and then you can't, type thing.
Oh yeah. And it's a switch because he's
have
heard
a
me.
freeze response
And
as
it's
well.
really weird. He knows it's a thing in the brain because apparently I talked to Masha in my sleep once.
Yeah.
In the middle of like a 5-day thing.
It's literally just a mind thing that it just flips on and off at will. Like, we don't know the triggers exactly for like. We can tell like what it's stressful things that cause it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
In general, or just
like,
general
I'm
overwhelming
always stressed.
stimulation. Right, but it's like it's not predictable beyond that. Really.
Mental overwhelm, stimulation, overstimulation. I don't know. I don't know. Usually there's something going on in the background that either I haven't identified yet or I know about and just can't talk about to people. It's kind of more of a private thing. Sometimes it's family stuff. Sometimes it's just my body just isn't doing great, or I don't know. I don't know.
A lot of times it is something else, and
unpredictable.
there's just something, whatever it is in the moment, is just sort of the straw that breaks the camel's back a bit. It's not actually about that necessarily.
Well, that was the thing, was you had to realize it's not your fault.
Yeah, I just have to sort of.
It's not about you. I'm not giving you the cold shoulder as like a miffed wife or something.
Yeah, no, it's literally just something we can still communicate over text, and we do when that hits.
Oh yeah.
And it's just, we just wait it out. It's fine.
My brain still works during that whole time though.
Yeah, it's still
too much.
Yeah, if anything, too much. Let's see. Haven't been able to go recently because I need to find a new one. He's fine, but he won't do appointments after 2:45, and I need 3:30 or 4. Yeah, it happens. Want to find one that can help with proper coping mechanisms and strategies. Yeah, it's definitely important.
Yeah, it's hard to find somebody that can give you resources as an adult and not just 8-year-old kids, you know.
One, like, CBT type, talking it out, like, it's helpful, and doing it, like, a proper way is very helpful, but it can only do so much. You need things that you can do in the moments when you're not in the office for yourself, you know, and if they can give you those things, then that's great, you know, like that's even better.
You said something about we do, like, most of our, like, serious talking over text.
A lot of times it ends up that way, not really on purpose necessarily, but usually there is some, like, it's
your
a stress
general
thing,
anxiety makes it difficult for you to breathe and get out the words.
And then if it's a stressful thing, then you freeze and go nonverbal.
Yeah.
So sometimes we both are.
I think with some of that stuff, we kind of think through it, because I mean, here's the thing: we don't have, like, couple arguments. We don't fight.
No.
What we have for our whole relationship in 2020. It was outside stresses. And then our first year of marriage, again, outside stuff. And we were struggling to kind of get on the same wavelength just as a married couple.
Because there wasn't time.
Because everybody else needed our attention in some form or fashion, which, again, wasn't anyone's particular fault. It just was that. It's hard for this family. You're fine.
You're fine. Like, no, this is a good,
I gotta get out my thought,
thing. Yeah.
So for the first year of marriage, it was, again, lots of outside stuff. Then, in 2022, I found out about the autism and the ADHD stuff. I was like, okay, so that took some time.
But then it's like, how do you cope
that
with
took
it?
some time for me to kind of analyze that new information. And, you know, it's like, oh, wow, so this is really actually, like, confirmed now. How is this good for me? And how does, you know, what works and what doesn't work? And so, I had to kind of work through that. And then there was the stage of kind of, okay, as I'm sorting this out, how can I, like, help him help me and help him at the same time? You know, how does it work with both of us? Anyway, all that being said, you know, a lot of stress, a lot of our stressful conversations aren't about he and I. They're about other things.
Most of the time it's not, really.
And then, or it's like, it's a miscommunication that's
or it's like one of us, something about, like, one of us or the other of us is, like, having trouble dealing with. And it's like, it's...
So there's that.
But yeah,
so writing letters or writing a long text, even if we're in the same room, like, it's fine. But for some reason that helped because I could read it multiple times and just fully get what he's saying without it just going in one ear and out the other and not sticking to my brain. And then it would give him time to
actually
think through everything and write it out cohesively, and that way it was more efficient for both of us.
Because that's one thing I tend to do is, like, if writing about stuff does help me specifically, like if something's bothering me or whatever, because I'll just sort of incompletely mull it over and over and not ever really cohesively do so. Unless I write it down, then I have to actually concretely think through, okay, what are the different things about, what are the different aspects of this, and how are they interacting to cause this, and then I can write it down and then I'll look at it on paper.
It's like,
it's like, okay, this makes sense, and I can stop mulling this part of it now, you know, because I've figured it out.
I'm not saying that, you know, texting Ben is the solution or anything.
Yeah, no, but that's...
Writing down bullet points and referring to them. I mean, there was one time where I kind of, well, you know, it was kind of complicated. There was a miscommunication a few years back, and so I tried to kind of write out a timeline of what happened, and I referred to my notes. while I was talking to the person, and they got like really frustrated about it because it's like, if you have to write it down, then clearly you're faking it and you're not actually sorry about this miscommunication, and you still think that you're correct and that I'm wrong. And it was just like, what? No, I'm trying to have a conversation with you, and so I have notes. Otherwise, nothing will make any sense. So
yeah,
it was just really frustrating. But at least
they weren't arguing in good faith, though. In general,
well, the thing I took from that was, hey, I was doing something that helped me communicate. And that wasn't a wrong thing to do.
No.
They just misunderstood it and
they didn't want
to, you know, they didn't want to meet me on they didn't want to meet me where I was.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were having another fight over me not doing the dishes. He made a passive-aggressive comment about there being a lot of dishes in the room. I asked him if he would try approaching the conversation again and try talking to me in a different way, and he said no. Taken aback by that too. Aw. He's even telling him I want to improve the way we communicate. I just talk to myself until we agree or I understand myself. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I tend to do. And a lot of times it does work. Most of the time it does. It's just like the times it doesn't, it's like really throws a wrench into things. But that's where like writing it down helps for me.
I don't like feeling like we won't last in the long run. It makes me anxious thinking we aren't as good of a couple as we used to be.